Welcome to UW Sounds of the World, a sampler of films from the Robert Garfias collection in the University of Washington Ethnomusicology Archives. I'm Laurel Sercom. During the 1960s and 70s, Dr. Garfias filmed hundreds of musicians during field trips abroad, as well as right here on campus. Today we're going to see performances by Gambian musician Jali Nyama Suso, master of the Kora. My guest is Julia Day, who has lived in West Africa and is currently a UW graduate student in ethnomusicology. Welcome, Julia.
Thank you.
Would you start by giving us a brief introduction to the Jali tradition of the Mandinka people of West Africa?
Sure. The music that we will be hearing today is from the Gambia, but it's related to the wider culture area, the Mande culture area, that extends across much of West Africa, including the countries of Senegal, Mali, Guinea, and many others. The term Jali refers to a group of skilled professionals that are responsible in society as oral historians. They are experts of genealogy. They also serve as social mediators and praise singers. The instruments that are most common in the Gambian Jali tradition is the Kora, which we'll see today, but other instruments include the balo, which is a wooden xylophone, a small wooden xylophone, and the kontingo, which is a banjo-like instrument. These are played by men. Women can also be Jalis, but they mostly are just singers. The Kora is a 21-stringed harp lute. It's made from the half of a calabash that has cowhide stretched over the face. And the strings extend from the body of the instrument to the neck of the instrument and are attached with leather rings that allow for adjustable tuning. And it's played on the musician's lap, and then they play it with their thumb and forefinger of each hand. The repertoire that we will be hearing today is well-known pieces from the Jolly Canon, and they recount stories of contemporary and past figures in Gambian society, and also show examples of the role of the Jali as a social mediator, praise singer, and oral historian.
Great. Can you tell us a little bit about Jali Nyama Suso?
Sure. Jali Nyama Suso is an important figure in Gambian traditional music because he really brought it to the outside world. His career marks a number of firsts. For example, his rendition of a traditional song was chosen for the Gambian national anthem at independence. He was the first Kora player to teach outside researchers the Kora extensively, as well as to hold a position at an academic institution, which was here at the University of Washington in the early 70s.
Mm-hmm.
And he was also the first to record a full-length album of Gambian traditional music. His students describe him as a thorough and thoughtful teacher, as well as a masterful player. So the songs that we'll hear today, he uses the Hardino tuning, which is similar to a Western scale, so it'll sound more familiar. And you can note also in this footage the very distinct Jali or griot, which is the French term for Jali, singing style, where the singer starts in the high part of their register and descends to the lower part of their register over the course of each phrase.
Okay. Today we're going to see and hear 4 songs filmed by Robert Garfias and Roderick Knight at the University of Washington in 1972. Julia, would you introduce the first song we're going to hear?
Sure. The first song that we will hear today is called Allah Lake, which means in Mandinka, Allah has done it, or God's deed. And the story behind this is that there were 2 brothers that were in a land dispute after their father, who was a chief appointed by the British colonial government, died. This land should have gone to the older brother, but the younger brother took it instead and banished his older brother from the area. The older brother went to a Marabout, who is a Muslim holy man, for help, and the Marabout inscribed the name of Allah on the blade of a cutlass. In the moment when the older brother was in position to enact revenge on his younger brother, he instead pardoned him. And so the broader message here is that you don't know Allah's will. It's bigger than our personal desires.
Great. Let's hear this first song.
Abidi wa bela jilo ba nane ma keso so muso de kan la ula.
That was Ala Lake, performed by Jali Nyama Suso. Julie, would you like to introduce the second song?
Sure. The second song that we will see today is called Jula Faso. Jula is the word for traders and merchants in the Mande area. This song commemorates an elaborate wedding feast when a wealthy merchant married a princess from nearby Mali. In this song, the relationship between the Jali and the patron is hinted at through the lyrics. Jali Nyama Suso says things like, "The wealthy merchant has European money and he's going to give it to me." The implication here is that the merchant must then compensate the Jali well for such praises, so that he's not seen as a liar or cheap. In this footage, there's some nice shots of Jali Nyama Suso's hands, and you can see that he plays a repeated part, an accompanying part with his left hand, and the melody with his right hand on the kora.
Great. Okay, let's go ahead and hear this second song. That was Jali Nyama Suso performing Jula Faso. Julia, would you introduce us to the next song, please?
Sure. The third song that we will hear today is called Yoon Do Mundo, which means the man from the town Yundun. It tells the story of a hunting accident when a man was killed when his rifle backfired. And the song acts, in my opinion, as a eulogy for the deceased. It's a good example of praise singing. Jali Nyama Suso goes through the lineage of both the deceased family and clan. It also acts as a way of spreading the news of this fatality.
Okay, let's see Yoon Do Mundo.
kema nasiela sadaka kema yindu ngansumana Kobani faratema nasiela to fangala kidala pa ngansumana Arjun palele ngansumana juma kamala ngansumana Komba hindu bebe kumbala ngansumana nala mamina jada kema Kota kidala pa nasiela mamina jada kema hindu ngansumana Sodaka ya kema mafuji fama Alimaran dunia jumbi sumun la bari ya jundala ban la mume ngansubanda Kobani faratema ngansiala kwamba inda manka ngansumana boja boja njara kabuda jar susan karangol be brinkama boja tambol be mindara boja tambol be manduari boja tambol be yundumu boja tambol be lamen boja tambol be bakaw komani boja tambol be sabji dembadu boja tambol be tujereng Bande kurejini bande asiminka Alimalan kundinya syara mo kala siri boda mume ke sidi banda Laila moyo sidi ala fantanja ikema sidi ala
That was Jali Nyama Suso performing Yoon Do Mundo. We have one last song to see. Would you introduce this last song, Julia?
Sure. The final song is similar to the first one in that it has sort of broader philosophical commentary. It's called Missoni Ciss, which is the name of a wealthy merchant who was a generous patron to Jollies in the past. The story behind this song is that Missoni Ciss fell in love with a beautiful woman and she was engaged to be married to someone else. And so he used his money and his charm to win her and her family over, and they rearranged the wedding arrangements. Mm-hmm. Her former fiancé was devastated by this and didn't have the money to win her back in a similar way. So he went to a magic charm maker and arranged for Missoni Ciss's death on his wedding night. Okay. That's where the story ends. It doesn't talk about how the bride felt after that, but Instead, it's a sentimental song talking about the good traits of Missoni Ciss. And then the greater philosophical commentary on this is that you can't get away from death. Money, success, beauty, popularity won't save you from death.
Okay, we got the message. Let's hear this last song of Nyama Suso. Okay, we've had a chance today to see and hear Jali Nyama Suso perform Ala Lake, Jula Faso, Yoon Do Mundo, and Missoni Ciss in the Jali tradition. That's all the time we have for today. Julia, thanks so much for joining me to share the music of Jali Nyama Suso. This wonderful musician, alas, is no longer with us, but thanks to Robert Garfius, Roderick Knight, and the University of Washington Ethnomusicology Archives, we can still enjoy his artistry today. Additional thanks to Roderick Knight for producing the edited version of the film we saw today. I'm Laurel Circum, and this is UW Sounds of the World.